Another Skyteam livery. That means the expectations are high. Can this model live up to it? Let's have a look. Hi there, Spectre here and welcome back to a new review, and today we are taking a look at a Boeing 777-300ER from KLM in the Skyteam livery made by Herpa wings, which was on its way to Amsterdam Airport Schiphol but had to divert here to Review Airport due to bad weather. But as we can see right here, the aircraft is already in pushback again to continue its way to Amsterdam Airport Schiphol. So if we want to take a closer look at this one, we would have to be rather quick. Alright, and here she is up close, the Boeing 777-300ER from KLM in the Skyteam livery made by Herpa wings. And as I said in the intro, it's a Skyteam livery, that means my expectations are high. Let's see if this model can live up to it. So without further ado, let's start at the front. When we take a look at the cockpit, we can see it's actually quite bare bone, but we do have the window wipers printed on here. Then when we move on to the side, again it's a bit bare bone, but we do have some nice details. We have the writing of Skyteam along the fuselage. Underneath that we have the KLM branding, and underneath the cockpit windows we have the name of the aircraft, and underneath that we have the by now old Air France KLM logo. Then when we take a look at the engines, we can see they have been given the same silver color as the fuselage, and due to the color scheme it's a little bit difficult to see, but we also have the nicely looking silver leading edge. And when we look into the engines, we can see the engine fan blades. And also the backside of the engines look quite nice if you ask me, and here we can also take a quick look at the 777 main landing gear, which I must say looks well executed by Herpa. Then when we move on to the wings, or more specifically the top side of the wings, we can see the different flaps, slats, spoilers and ailerons carved out. But that's actually it, and that's really disappointing. Normally with a 777-300ER you would have the markings for the emergency exits on the wing and two thick black lines which mark the outline of the main landing gear. And we don't have that on this model, and that's really a disappointment if you ask me. A real downside to this one for sure. Then when we move on to the underside of the wings, we can see the different flaps, slats and ailerons once more, and we have the full registration code of the aircraft. Then when we move on to the back, on the vertical stabilizer we have the Skyteam branding. On the fuselage we have the full registration code of the aircraft, we have the Dutch flag and the European flag, and underneath that we have the aircraft type specification. Then at the rear we have a little bit of detailing with the APU, which is in my opinion always very important to have on any model. And then last but certainly not least, on the other side we have the cargo doors here to the bulk hold and the rear hold, and also here at the front for the front hold. Alright, so that's it for this 777-300ER from KLM in the Skyteam livery made by Herpa wings. And do I recommend this one? Well, it really depends. If you're looking for a model with nice details and lots of realistic details, then I would pass on this one. I mean, the fact that we missed so many details on the wings is really a big letdown. However, if you really want to have a complete KLM fleet, or you like the Skyteam livery, then this one is actually quite nice for you. Especially since there aren't too many Skyteam models. However, this model is a little bit older and it's quite rare. Here in Europe it might go for a price between 50 and even 100 euros excluding shipping. And to be honest, I wouldn't pay more than 50. Especially since it is a little bit bare bone in terms of details. So you would really have to decide for yourself whether this is worth it or not. But if you want it, I would advise not to pay more than 50 excluding shipping. Alright, that's it for today's episode. If you like this one, you can show that by leaving a like. And if you don't want to miss out on the next episode, you could consider subscribing. And if you have any suggestions for future reviews, you can leave it in the comments below. And with that, I want to say thank you very much for watching. This is Spectre signing off, and I hope to see you next time.